Hello, my name is Jason O, and welcome to my first impressions video for the new Trigger anime, Kiznaiver. And so this anime is the first full-produced, full-length series for Trigger after Kill la Kill. Definitely like Kill la Kill when it came out. It was definitely full of mature content, lots of controversial things happened in that series. I liked it and what it did with all that, and really used it for a purpose. Not really just there for fan service. I mean, certainly a lot of moments were there just for fan service, but there was a lot of key moments that really helped the characters and really helped the story and the world building towards that series. For this anime, Kiznaiver, they have a very interesting concept and a very weird concept as well. Definitely the fact that all people are bound by their wounds is a big tagline for this. What does that exactly mean? It literally means that all the characters in this series are bound by their wounds. They have like this tattoo mark on there, which has the X and the Kiznaiver look there. Definitely lots of different key elements of the characters, and also character designs, and also the world designs as well, is very close to what the Trigger style is. And so definitely when you watch this, you know it's a Trigger anime. And so with the fact that all the characters are bound by their wounds, what do they do with this concept? For the first 3 episodes, they kind of just do the introduction of the characters and introducing the 7th member, sort of introduces 7 deadly sins sort of concept in a very different sort of way. So that's a very interesting look at all that. I mean, definitely is an anime 7 deadly sins out there as well, but there's a different look at the 7 deadly sins. I don't know if they're going to get full length into that, but definitely a very different look at that concept there. The main protagonist of this series is Katsuhira. He's never felt pain in his life, like literally does not feel pain at all. He still gets the injuries, as we do see. He gets a broken neck after falling down from the stairs, or falling down after being pushed down by the stairs. People bully him a lot just because he doesn't feel pain, and the fact that he shows little care for it, and he just pays people off willingly. He has a childhood friend named Chidori, who does confess her feelings for him in the 2nd episode. So that was a pretty cool thing there. The whole fact that the whole relationship between the childhood friends is resolved right away. I mean, it's still awkward in the 3rd episode, but still, it's out there for Chidori and Katsuhira. Also, other characters along with the Kiznaivers, as they're all called, basically, of Nico, Hajime, Tsukihito, and Honoka. Those are the protagonists, at least, before we get to the 3rd episode, where we meet the 7th Kiznaiver in Hizomu. And so definitely these characters are bound by their wounds. They're all classmates, coincidentally, and they all have different secrets they have to share in the 2nd episode. So that was a pretty interesting look there. I mean, definitely the secrets themselves are very strange and very interesting choices they chose for the secrets of the characters, but I guess it sure shows human nature in some sort of ways. I mean, the whole purpose of this project, the Kizna system, is brought up by Sonozaki Noriko, who tells them that they have to find out the sort of plan for world peace, that if they all share the pain, they will find world peace in that way. Because if everyone else found out they could share the same pain as the others do, then probably there'd be less war in the world. So that's a pretty interesting concept, very interesting ideology to look at there. Hopefully they go more into that there. In the 3rd episode ends with that cliffhanger with Sonozaki in a sort of press conference sort of room, like a UN sort of press conference room, and so very interesting look at that there. And Katsuhira is along for the ride because she does ask him, Noriko does ask him about the meaning in his life and trying to find himself in someone, which he slowly starts to do with Chidori, confessing her feelings, and also hanging out with her other friends, with Tenga, and also with Hizomu, a very interesting character who loves to feel pain, so a very polar opposite towards Katsuhira. He can't feel pain, doesn't really care about it. For Hizomu, he doesn't really seem to care for pain because he just loves it. He has like an orgasm by the 3rd episode there, even the mission complete thing, because that's like a tracker sort of thing on their wrists. It explodes onto him like he's having an orgasm, so very interesting choice there for that character. And so the 7 deadly sins part is this sort of weird personality traits they're kind of looking at here, with the immoral, the musclehead thug, the eccentric head case, high and mighty, annoyingly self-righteous, cunning normal, and the imbecile. And so they had to find this true connection, as Noriko does talk about with these, like, I'm assuming, hedge funders and fundraisers and sort of investors for the Kizna system. And so we definitely have to look a lot more into that, what's really going on with the Kizna system, how our characters, find themselves within each other and try to find an understanding with each other, because I think that's the whole point of this, trying to find understanding to further build world peace. The dreams that Katsuhiro has of finding something, trying to find himself and others, I guess, is part of the whole plan for that, because he has a weird flashback in the first episode, and so it doesn't really follow up into anything. He has visions of those once in a while, but still doesn't really follow up to anything at all in the first 3 episodes. And so with the true nature of our characters, trying to confess their secrets within each other, we find out Hajime, he's afraid of dogs, even though he's called the mad dog. For Sugihito, he was a former fat kid, and that's why he's very self-conscious about himself now, being more skinnier, more popular with the girls. He's more self-conscious about his past. We have Nico, who doesn't actually believe in fairies. She's a very eccentric sort of girl who sort of believes in fairies, but not really. She's more just a rich girl trying to find an excuse for herself, trying to not stand out in front of others. Even in the 3rd episode, she's pissed off, a little more saddened, mostly not really pissed off, more saddened that she was acting smart for a change instead of her personality that she tries to put on for a facade in front of others. I mentioned this before, Chidori, she confessed her feelings towards Katsuhiro. Katsuhiro kind of says something in a secret sort of way. His secret is mostly that he wants to find himself within others. He doesn't really care about life, and it's just more of a suicide note sort of thing that Katsuhiro does say. It's kind of not really a secret though, but he just gets the credit for it anyway. Honoka, she has hallucinations in the 2nd episode, which doesn't really lead to much, I guess, because she says that she killed someone before, which would have been a big twist by the 2nd episode. By the 3rd episode, in that beginning, she just says she was just kidding. And so what her secret was, we're not really sure, but definitely interesting with Honoka hiding something, and probably something going on with her hallucinations by her friend, perhaps there. And so again, a very strange concept, very eccentric sort of characters, very divisive sort of cast of characters. Everyone's sort of a different spectrum for themselves, and even Tenga, Chidori, and Katsuhiro are definitely the main group of Kiznaivas that are close friends compared to the others, where Honoka and Sugihito, they try to hang out with each other sometimes, mostly Sugihito trying to hit on Honoka, and Nico just all over the place. She's just everywhere around the school talking about fairies and talking about other things, trying to put on her side for others. And so definitely a very weird concept, very low moments, but also high moments as well. So definitely not really in the middle, mostly just either huge highs for the series or huge lows for the series. And so definitely a pretty interesting series so far. I'm really curious to see where the direction of this series go, what other missions the Kiznaivers will go on, because never really gone on many big missions so far. Mostly just introduced themselves with the first mission. The second mission was to find the 7th member and Hizumu, and so definitely the whole crash scene there was very horrific, but still, I was talking about the highs of the series. That's one of the big highs of the series, with Katsuhiro jumping off the bridge and getting himself hit by a bus car thing there. So definitely we'll keep watching the series because I'm very interested to see what happens next, and also to trigger anime series. And so really like what they do there, Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, also the other shorts that they do as well. Space Patrol Luluko is on right now, and so very curious to see what happens next, and I just want to support Trigger there, because they could do something really interesting in the future of the series. And so for first impressions rating, I'm going to give this series a 7.5 out of 10. Nothing really too great, but also not really too bad either. I definitely really like the series and the characters, and also the animations and the backgrounds and all the designs of the characters and the world is very cool to look at there. And so definitely, again, very curious to see what happens next, and also to see where our characters go from here. Will someone die, perhaps, and what that will feel like for the others as they all share the same pain within each other. I do like how they do that with the whole sort of like the record scratch drop that you do when someone does feel pain. So I do like that little tidbit there. And so definitely very curious to see what happens next here in Kiznaiver, whether this will be sort of a slice of life series or whether there'll be a formal narrative to come. And so what are your thoughts, fans, on Kiznaiver so far? Put your thoughts, fans, in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to rate this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, share this video as well. It really helps me. I really appreciate all of that. Thank you for watching my first impressions video for Kiznaiver. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.